So Shaquille O'Neal watched the first 2 games of the NBA Finals, I guess because he got paid and they forced him to watch it, is what it sounds like to me. And he announced he's going on vacation now and could care less, and he won't be watching the NBA Finals. Rob G, can you spell out a little bit more of the public service announcement that he sent to NBA fans?
I mean, I don't know what else there is to spell out, Rob. You kind of laid it all out there.
No, but just paint like what it was, like on the broadcast. You know what I mean?
So,
like, it wasn't like he tweeted it or whatever. Like he said this.
Yeah, last night after Game 2, of course, the Thunder come back and win Series 1-1 heading back to Indiana. And a lot of people, yourself included, are like, hey, we got a series. It's 1-1. The series, they say, it doesn't start until the road team wins a game. That happened in Game 1. OKC bounced back like they should in Game 2. All eyes now to Game 3, which should be a pivotal game for both sides. And everyone's excited about it if you're a basketball fan, except for Shaquille O'Neal. Take a listen.
Indiana stole one. I'm just glad it's not the old format, that 2-3-2.
Yeah.
Remember that format, that 2-3-2?
Yeah.
So now we have a series. I won't even be watching because after this, I'm dishonored.
Oh, shut up. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear.
I'm going to be in the Bahamas.
Thanks for that. I just if you're the NBA or whatever, you got to cringe. Seriously. Like, is that necessary? Like, even if you're going on vacation, number one, Kelvin, why are you announcing that you're going on vacation and you're going to miss, like, the crescendo of the NBA season, right? And number two, you know, like, even if you're going on vacation or whatever, you're not going to pay attention or put the game on at some point. You can't be in the pool all day. You know, at some point you're going to come out and in the evening put the game on, you know, even if you're relaxing or on vacation. It's the NBA Finals, or maybe you don't go on vacation until the finals are over. You do have all year to go on vacation. It's not like you work every day. You cover the NBA, right? There's a season, and guess what? After the June 22nd, Kelvin, there's about 4 or 5 months that you could go on vacation. I don't get that.
Yeah. Okay, couple of things here. This is the same guy who made a top 10 without putting Kareem in his top 10 players of all time. And then who screamed at us that we need to consider Steph Curry being the GOAT and then didn't put Steph Curry in his top 10 GOAT. Okay, let me continue to say they literally have a segment where they just make fun of him not knowing stuff. Also, this is where I think the league would say, hey, man, can you just not? Because this is the same league that's employed you as a player, and the leagues, you know, one of the bigger broadcasts for the leagues, and this was on NBA TV, if I'm not mistaken, right, Rob G? This is a league network. So can you just not? I don't even care if you want to go and say you're not going to, and you genuinely maybe not about to watch the game, that's fine. Can you just not, Shaq? We're trying to continue to have a product that people want to see, people want to be a part of.
When a big star like that says that he's not interested, it's just bad.
It's just bad for business, and you just didn't have to, Shaq. You can text it in the group chat. You can tell all your boys. You know what I mean? But you don't have to say that over a live broadcast on my network, NBA TV. So that's just crazy. Now, where I will add to this, Rob, as I switch gears from Shaq doing Shaq in a fool type things, is this. One issue that I have is that I think the NBA is missing something that is imperative when you're creating something being special, when you're creating something being unique, when you're creating the hastiness of something. Like, this matters. This is important. And I think the NBA, I don't know if the marketing budget went down, if somebody, a couple of emails slipped through somebody, they forgot to check them. But the NBA is missing a few things that I've grown accustomed to my whole years of watching. Let me break it down. Usually you get somebody amazing or not amazing, Fergie, and they sing the national anthem, right? We get somebody that's singing the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, something, and you have that moment where you get to see Usher. Please welcome Usher Raymond. Oh, shoot, Usher's doing his thing. Okay. That's something that I'm like, where is that at? Halftime performance, pregame performance, right? We're out at the arena. Please welcome Kendrick Lamar. Please welcome NBA Youngboy. I don't know, somebody, whoever is hot right now. Shabuzi, everybody in the club getting tipsy. Somebody Usually, and you feel bigger. It feels like, oh, snap, this is the finals, Rob. I don't feel that. They're not even doing intros. They're not doing the big coming out 6'5" guard from Iowa State, Tyrese Halliburton. None of that. So not only are we not getting Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson, now we're not getting the NBA logo not on the jerseys. The NBA logo is not on the court. They're not putting it on some kind of way. We're not getting the intros. We're not getting somebody, the hot artist or two or three, coming out singing the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. We're not getting a halftime performance. They're not making this feel special, like the whole experience, like this feels different. And I'm genuinely confused on why the NBA is doing this when this is what we've grown accustomed to, so much so they've done it for the in-season tournament. They got the huge court with all these new weird colors and logos, right? They got that. They've got performances. They got a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. They do it for all-star games. Everybody in the mama there, they're doing stuff. The NBA Finals just starts, boom, game's on. No performances, no intros.
Who sang last year? Tell me who sang the national anthem to start the game.
I don't know.
That's my point. You don't even
no,
remember.
No, my point. It doesn't because I don't need to remember
yes,
it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I need to feel it in the moment.
It tells you how it doesn't matter because you couldn't even name anybody who sang the national anthem the last few years at the finals.
Rob,
the idea that you couldn't name anybody, if you would have said last year was so-and-so, last year was so-and-so, I'm asking you, because I can't, I've been coming to the league since 1987, and I can't tell you one person who sang the national anthem. I can't. I really can't. Can you tell me in 2004 at the finals who sang? Because was it Anita Baker? I don't know.
Festivities is what I'm saying. You go to the game. Okay, let's go like this.
I'm just asking you.
When you went to all those games at Palace Auburn Hills, and we talked about it off air, I know you know. It was amazing. Ben, Wallace. Chauncey.
No, but I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is all the pageantry of the finals. It makes you feel big. They did the fire thing would come out when they did Ben Wallace. You know, the gong would go.
Yeah, but
that
wasn't the NBA. That's what they did in Detroit.
The NBA showed it. Is my point. They showed it.
But maybe the other ones aren't as spectacular. I think people get caught up, and people try to impersonate and do what they did in Detroit. But there are a lot of intros where they just aren't that spectacular. They aren't, and I get it. I mean, there was a time when I was growing up where they went to a TV commercial on the national anthem. They didn't show it. When I was a kid, they went, all right, we'll be back with the start of the ball game, and then the national anthem. They wouldn't show it.
But I'm saying whether it be the performance. You have a halftime, before the game, a little 7-minute performance from, again, I'm just saying Kendrick because he had the hottest year ever. But, Kendrick or whoever is hot right now, you get him out there, I don't care, go get Jack Harlow, something. I'm just saying it just, boom, the game's on. And you're just like, oh, okay. And you used to feel that. You had the logo, the Larry O'Brien trophy. It just felt special. It felt different. It felt unique. And I think to me, especially if you're telling me this is an NBA Finals, you went into concern that people might not want to watch, or people, I don't know, what are the ratings going to do? Or
do you think of some star saying that would be the difference in the rate? I'm just asking.
If they had Kelvin Washington in the promotions and marketing department, and I knew, hey man, I'm not going to lie, this might not be one of those crazy ones, but let's help it. Absolutely, I'm going to try to get Kendrick, going to try to get, whatever, like kind of a different genre of men. I'm going to get, who's my guy? Bad Bunny. I'm going to get Post Malone. I'm going to get somebody, and I'm announcing it, and maybe you just tune in, and maybe you stick around for the game. I'm not saying it's going to change, but it's all the pageantry. When you go to the movies, they give you previews. You know this. You smell the popcorn. It's like the whole experience.
I just can't remember any before that. That's why I'm saying you're saying they're not doing anything special, but I don't remember, and that's my only issue with you is if you were knocking off and saying, oh, yeah, back in so-and-so they did this or they did, where you remembered, then I could buy into that. But I don't buy into it just to have somebody sing the national anthem. You think they're going to stick around for the game. They're not going to stick around for a blowout. They're not going to stick around for players that they don't have that much excitement for. So I get it. Could they do a little bit more or throw more confetti? I guess you want them to throw confetti or turn the music up a little bit inside the arena or something. But
I ain't listening to nothing you talking about, Rob, because I know you are a guy who goes to the ballpark and you love all the festivities. You want to take me out to the ball game. You want the peanuts and Cracker Jack.
That's
my point, Rob.
No,
it's a part of the festivities.
I just don't. But I'm trying to get to where what you're talking about as if they did it in the past is what I'm trying to say to you is that I don't remember that. I don't.
You know you heard that Bulls intro. Bing, 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 bing.
There's only two intros that I remember hearing. Only two. And that's the Bulls and the Pistons. I don't remember any of them. Seriously, other than that. Those are the two. And they're both iconic. I don't. You tell me what the Thunder and the Cavs were when they played. I'm just saying, do you remember that?
No, I don't know their song. What I'm saying is when I'm watching the game, I want the full experience. That's what makes it feels like a finals. That's what makes it feels like a Super Bowl. That'd be like the Super Bowl being like, oh, you don't remember no funny commercials from last year, so we ain't going to play no more commercials. You go into it. There's commercials. There's performances. There's halftime. It's all a part of the festivity. There's cool guests that come on the set. There's, the big flag. It's just the ambiance to go, oh, man, this is big. This is bigger than the normal. And that's all I'm saying is that the NBA is kind of missing that to me and drastically, in fact. And I'm saying that only can help. Not saying it changes things, but dang it would help.
877-99 on
Mary.
Fox. 877-996.
You feel it, Rob.
6369.
You feel it.
Are you with Kelvin? Do you need somebody to sing the national anthem to feel good about the
North
NBA
Carolina,
Finals?
6'6", Michael Jordan.
He's doing something. Michael Jordan hadn't played in 25 years. He's doing the Bulls Open. That's
Chauncey Billups.
The Billups won in 2004. That was 21 years
Richard
ago. Talk about Rob G. The next time you talk about I'm living in the past, all right? And this is what he's talking about. This might be everything he's talking about is over 20 years old.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, all right.
Tatum.